You wonder why some of these drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, and related drugs to this class of drugs is called GLP-1s, and some related drugs like Zepbound and some others are so wildly popular. All you have to do is take a look at some data from the NHANES National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey to see that, yeah, Americans are struggling with metabolic health. So, in a 2022 study of this NHANES data, it was found that only 6.8% of all adults in the United States were free of metabolic risk factor biomarkers. So that means that 93% of all Americans have at least some biomarker risk factor of metabolic health issues. So these are things, weight related things that often develop into cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and related comorbidities, things like thyroid issues, hypertension, and so on. So the biomarkers that are measured for these risks are abdominal obesity, so fat accumulating around your belly, which is often related to stress, blood pressure, fasting blood sugar or fasting blood glucose, triglyceride cholesterol, and HDL, your density lipoprotein cholesterol, which is protective. So these five measures help us screen for people who are at increased risk for these sorts of conditions of when diet and weight are a health issue. And for so many people, it really is. So I work with mostly women in the second half of life who are struggling or with looming metabolic issues. And I use yoga, meditation, as well as conventional clinical nutrition to help the women that I serve and the other people that I serve as well. So um, it's bad. But the thing is, these are things that we can change. What I say to people is when we see those kind of numbers, 93% of Americans are struggling with this in some way, that if you're struggling with these issues, it's not you so much as it is our environment and specifically our food environment in the United States. And I think over the last couple of years or the last year or so, it's even gotten worse, unfortunately, because a lot of our watchdogs have been eliminated. Uh, so, like, what's a gal to do? I think that look to yourself to some extent, look to other experts and motivators, people like me who can really help guide you through this difficult time and this difficult issue. And just know that you're not alone, right? Our whole darn country is struggling with this issue together. And um, yeah. And we will just keep experimenting. Every single person who comes to me is like their own puzzle of what we can do, what can we move forward, and what do we hold with compassion. Can we move a little more? Can we love a little more? Can we stress a little less? And can we eat a little bit better? We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for that next step. That's what I'm working on with people. And I love the people who are working with me. They're such heroes, right? Yeah. So it's bad, but we can change. There's something we can do about it. More and more tools are coming down line all the time. It's a complicated environment, but there's help.